Good evening, everyone. Today we are going to see in management lessons learned from great Indian legends, the great sage Tirumular from Tamil Nadu. The Tirumular is a sage. Actually, according to Hindu mythology, he lived for 3000 years. So we will go in detail about Tirumular when we talk about his life story. We would like to say thanks first to Deva Chekirar, who wrote that Periya Puranam, which is the uh, authenticated, documented proof which was released by Sekirar in 1000 years before. Okay, so we would like to say our sincere thanks to Dr. Sekirar, where he has explained the life history of Tirumula. We would like to thank Dr. R. Selvaganapati, who inspired me to talk about Tirumula. Um, we also refer to the great author, Mr. G. Varadarajan, who wrote explanation about this book, Thirumandiram, in 3 volumes. Sincere thanks to him. I would like to thank my great friend, Dr. S. Ashogan of Chennai, who agreed to be a co-presenter and contributor for this presentation by involving himself 100% and sharing his knowledge and expertise on Tamil literature. Thank you, Dr. Ashogan.
Thank you, sir.
Uh, as explained to you all, we are not going to translate the songs. We are going to infer the meanings and that clues we are going to take it from the song and apply our background knowledge and going to give our inference out of these songs. So whatever we are saying may not be specifically stated in the song, but that is the reason we call it as an inference. Okay. Dr. Ashokan, you would like to contribute something?
Yes, thank you for the initiative. As you may be wondering how that Saint Tirumular lived for 3000 years. If you just get into the nuances in the songs, you may say it is possible to live even more than that, because that is a mechanism of life which we are supposed to live. He has lived and he has written the things what he has enjoyed in his life on palm scripts, and that has been taken out, and the meaning are discussed worldwide, and there are a number of institutions around the world which are contributing the values of this great legend.
This great epic or Thirumandiram starts with a invocation song praising Lord Ganesha. As you know, you might have seen Lal Bagh Ka Raja is there, which is very famous in North India. Similarly, the very famous Lord of Ganesha in South India is Pillayarpatti Karpaha Vinayaka. So, over to Dr. Ashokan.
Yes, sir, this is a first song. It's an invocation to Lord Ganesha. The meaning is adoration to the holy feet enshrined in my consciousness, the feet of his whose arms are five, whose face has the elephant's majesty, whose single tusk reveals crescent moon, who is the darling child of Nandi, and who is wisdom pure and overflowing.
Thank you, Dr. Shogan. See, a darling child of Nandi, that means he is talking about Ganesha, who is the son of Lord Shiva. Nandi is a name we used to call in South India Lord Shiva. Oh, Lord Ganesha. Okay, why this Lord Ganesha picture we have taken it here? Why we have Thiruvandaram, Tirumular has specified Lord Ganesha? In a management angle, if you look out Lord Ganesha's picture, the idol itself, we can learn so many things in with respect to business. Like no, we can see like no, if you see his head is very big, so you can think big. Similarly, if you see eyes, no, very innocent, and you should be small eyes. You should have concentration. Will be very high in your business. Similarly, large ears. You should listen more, and you have a small mouth. That means you need to talk less. Okay, and you have a big stomach or belly. So you need to digest everything, whether it is good or bad. You need to digest. That is what he is saying. That a large belly, and you have a one tusk broken. So that means you retain the good and throw away the bad thing. That is what he symbolically means. Similarly, he shows the blessings and protections on his one hand. Another hand, he has a trunk. The trunk is the fifth hand of Ganesha. It is very highly efficient. It can pick up a small needle or it can uproot a big tree also. And Prasada, the whole world is at your feet when you are asking for it. Similarly, Modaka is the moment you do whatever sadhanas and you get a reward for sadhanas. Similarly, the desire, that the mouse represents the desire. If you keep your desire under your control, you can ride it on it. Okay. Otherwise, you will have a lot of problems because of this mouse. So basically, the moment you start looking at Ganesha like this, whatever religion you may, whatever religion you belongs to, but if you start looking at everything like this is a symbolic representation. Like, you need to hear more, you need to talk less, you need to concentrate, you need to think big, or you need to digest everything. You need to be more efficient, like elephant trunk. So this is a meaning which is impairing into the people. So the people can understand much more easier. That is the reason the idol worshipping came in Hindu mythology. Dr. Ganesh, Dr. Ashokan, do you like to talk something?
Yes, sir. The small eyes not only it will help to concentrate, but also it will help to look at the longer picture, that is tunneling vision. So if you want to reach a very long goal, you need a small eye so that your focus will be on a long distance. So that is the only thing I want to add. As you said, all other aspects of this Lord Ganesha are definitely yeah, an asset for any management people. The one is he, the two his sweet grace, in three he stood, in all the four witnessed, the five he conquered, the six he filled, the seven worlds pervades, manifests the eight, and so remains.
In his this poem, what he says is like a god is single god. The god, the moment he becomes along with Lord Parvati, they become two. And after that, what happens is they are also doing the three jobs. That means creation, protection, and destroy. All three things the god is doing it. Then what happens is he also knows the four Vedas. Okay, and he also controlled the entire five senses, like that he is talking about. We can infer is the moment if you are a businessman and if you start focusing your attention in every angle of your business, automatically your business is going to be successful. That means maybe sometimes you will be very good in your technology, you may be very good in marketing, you may be very good in customer service, you may be very good in something. But the moment you are focusing, I'm not saying that you should be an expert. The moment you start focusing, you start demanding, you start monitoring it. The moment you monitor, it will improve. See, you might be seeing this Bahubali. It was the only Indian movie which became 1,100 crore plus sales during that time. What is the reason of the success? If you see it, many people will say that S.S. Rajamouli, who was the director of the movie. Okay, but if you see the website even over here, it is more than 314 people involved in minute activities, starting from costume design or photography, or you take it as cinematography, or you can take art, any other department of the filmmaking, sound, visual effects. So many things are there. The director, S.S. Rajamouli, who was determined to make a world-class movie. So what happens automatically, the perfection came into the picture and the movie became a mass hit, super duper hit in the Indian film industry itself. Okay, after that, many movies started coming like this, but he was the first person to initiate the process. So the basic reason is his involvement from the story to the release, to the advertisements, everything he was involved 100%. The moment you contribute 100% from your side, automatically your business grows. This is the inference what we take it from this song. Dr. Ashokan.
Inhalation, exhalation, and retention both ways, the signs of breath thus consisting, they know not. Who know the signs of breath are destined to spurn the god of death. Yeah, it is the way how we respire and exhale. There is a small technique in that. If you apply the technique, then it is the right way to expand your life.
Like, the first thing what is that the basic step in building yourself. See, if you are good And if you are hale and healthy, then only your business can be successful. So what he says that you need to be hale and healthy. The breath control, what we call the pranayama. Pranayama, how to do the pranayama, and what is the rate at which you need to inhale, what is the rate at which you exhale, and what is the amount of air you need to retain inside. All these things he specifies, not now, 3000 years before. So 3000 years before he wrote, which we are reading it now. We try to understand what is the capabilities of Indian legends who knows about everything and how to control our body and mind because of simple breath control itself. So what it means is, if you are controlling your breath, what you are trying to do, you are trying to become more effective. Okay, same thing apply into your business. The moment you start be more effective, do the right things. Okay, do the right things in the sense is, you need not do 10 jobs. You can do one job at a time and it will be perfect. Okay, so so the effective is called doing the right things only. Okay, so what he wants is you need to be effective in all your business activities.
Puragam is to inhale left nostril matra 6 and 10 Kumbhakam is to retain that breath for matras. And 6 Rejakam is to exhale thereafter for matras 2 and 30. Thus alternate from left to right and right to left with Kumbhakam in between.
Basically, what he is saying is the breathing in, breathing out. Okay, you are ensuring that your abdomen expands fully and contracts fully. Okay, the moment you are expanding, contracts fully, you are using it effectively. Now, earlier we saw effectiveness. Now we are seeing efficiency. The system is like, you take an automobile, you take a car. The car, if you will be seeing it 50 to 70 kilometers per hour, if you are driving it, then what happens is your efficiency will be very high. That means your fuel efficiency will be very good. Your car control will be excellent. Your life of the car will be good. Exactly the same way, if you are able to have a proper breathing in, breathing out. So you learn breathing properly from a proper authorized person or a yoga teacher, automatically you are going to increase the efficiency of your body. The moment if you are increasing the efficiency of your body, your life is going to be more. Your life is going to be more, one. Second, you are going to be more healthy. The third, you are going to have more oxygen going into your brain, which makes you to be more functionally active, which is very, very needed for your business. Okay. So this is what we are talking about, being more efficient. That is, doing things, you are doing it right. Okay, that is the things you can do it in whatever way we can. Like, what we are doing currently, most of us will do a shallow breathing, off breathe in, off breathe out. That means you are using your lungs only to 30%, 40% of it. But if you are using it fully, you are going to get benefited. That's the reason he's saying that doing right things only. Okay, to be successful in your business, you need to be effective and as well as efficient. Then only you can be successful in your business. Dr. Ashokan, please.
When the learned wise in deep meditation sat in their deep, illuminated souls was an inner eye. What in contemplation they saw and spoke, in turn open others leading to wisdom high.
So what he talks about is, he's talking about the importance of learning. Okay, so as we all know, according to Hindu mythology, Lord Shiva in the form of Dakshinamurti is a person who teaches all the Vedas and other things to all the people. Okay, he teaches to sages. Those sages in turn teaches this to other people. So it is, the knowledge is spread. Okay, so what he says that if you are not willing to learn, no one can help. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. The more you are ready to learn, that is an attitude lifelong. That's why we say that lifelong you should be learning it. The moment you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. Now, that is very difficult for you to remain in the same state what you are yesterday. As you know, current world, it's keep on changing it. Keep on changing. It's a VUCA world, business world. So this VUCA world, we need to upgrade and upskill ourselves regularly. I remember one of my Japanese friend was talking to me. He was saying that in Japan, people used to call a person an illiterate if he has remained as the same person like last month what he was. Yeah, I'm repeating, like last month what he was. So every month he needs to upgrade himself. So that is the way Japanese work. Okay, like many of us might have studied engineering, many of us might have studied science, physics, chemistry, biology, or medicine, or anything it may be. Some 25 years, 30 years before. But after that, what we did, are we upgrading ourselves? Because the technology changed, the world has changed, the perception has changed, the liking has changed, the tools and things available is changed. So you need to upgrade yourself. Unless otherwise you upgrade yourself, it is very difficult for you to be successful in business.
Agamic truths in 18 languages, in 18 various tongues they speak, the thoughts which Pandits alone know. The Pandits' tongues numbering 10 and 8 are but what the primal Lord declared.
See, Sage Tirumular. Okay, we will just tell about the story of Sage Tirumular. Sage Tirumular actually, he was a direct disciple of Lord Nandi, who was a commander of Lord Shiva's army. His name was Chandranathan. He was a very great friend of Agastya. So Tirumular wanted to meet his friend. So he wanted to come from Kailaya and to meet Agastya, who was somewhere in near Madurai. So when Tirumular took his permission of his guru, that is Nandi, and started coming from Kailaya to meet sage Agastya. Since he has all the capability, he must be knowing about the Ashtama Siddhis. Ashtama Siddhis is things you can do many wonders in the thing. Like, you can fly, you can become a bee, or you can become a big man. All these things you can do. He could have come by air, but instead of that, he came through Shiva temples because he wanted to visit those temples before coming to Madurai. From Kailaya, he went to Kedarnath. From Kedarnath, he went to Nepal. From Nepal, he went to Kasi. From Kasi, he went to Parupatam. From there, he came to Kalahasti. From Kalahasti, he came to Tiruvalangadu in Tamil Nadu. After that, he went to Kanjipuram of Tamil Nadu. Then he went to Tiruvadigai, and from Tiruvadigai, he went to Chidambaram of Tamil Nadu. And by looking at the beauty of River Kaveri, he wanted to take a bath. He took a bath and came out. The moment he came out of the River Kaveri after taking his bath, he happened to see plenty of cows and their cattle were weeping near a tree. So he went and saw nearby. He happened to see a shepherd of all the cattle. Okay, he was lying dead. So because of his Jnana Drishti, he could find out the person has passed away because of his karma. So, but he could not control. All the cows and cattle were weeping. He was so kind-hearted person. So what he did was immediately he used one of his siddhi. That means changing his soul from the existing body to the dead man's body. He moved his soul into that and took all the cows and cattle to the respective villages. Okay. After taking the villages, what happened is he wanted to return back. At that time, his wife, that means the dead man's wife, stopped him and resisted him to return back. And the moment he said that, no, I am not your husband. And that time he told the truth that I am not the person of a shepherd and shepherd has passed away. I just want to ensure that all the cattle are reaching their home. That's the reason I am a sage. Like that, he explained about the situation. And then they told him, okay, then they allowed him to go. So when he went back and looked for his body, Lord Shiva told him that I want you to be in this body and to teach many good things to the Tamil society. So that is the reason I have ensured that your old body is not visible to you. So looking at that, hearing this Asariri, Sage Tirumular agreed for that, and he went to Tiruvadurai, which is a place near Kumbakonam, and he stayed there under a big tree. He sat on a big meditation. Dr. Ashokan has already explained to you the way at which you control your breath. Okay, you can control your life. You can expand your life. Okay, so what he has done he stayed in that position for 3,000 years. Every year he will open eyes once and utter one song. Then he will go back to the meditation again. So he lived for 3000 years and he gave 3000 songs. When you want to become an expert, okay, what happens is the expert in a business, if you see it, you cannot be an expert in only one line. Most of the time, we are expert in only one or two skills. Like somebody is very good in marketing, that means a technical skill, and smart working methods. So we are very good in marketing means he is very good in working methods and he has a technical skill. That means convincing skill, negotiation skill, communication skills. But if he is not having personal skill, increasing the network or commercial knowledge or ready to come out of his comfort zone, all these things, then he will not be successful. So I always say that a person has to be successful, he has to develop him all around. That is called 360-degree transformation. So I divide this 360 into 9 portions. The first one is getting out of your comfort zone. Getting out of your comfort zone, you will have a lot of resistance because you have fear of failure, fear of rejections. You are very comfortable. Why you need to change your position? All these things will come. But if you are ready to come out of your comfort zone, 98% of the people stick onto the comfort zone. Only 2% of the people will go out of the comfort zone. Okay, those 2% of the people will make a huge impact. Okay, so you need to get out of your comfort zone. Okay, second, you need to improve your personal qualities, you need to improve your personal skills, technical knowledge. You need to upgrade, you have to study, you have to understand smart working methods. You cannot work like earlier ways, because if you work like what you have done earlier, that is the reason you have come to this current status. If you continue to do the same thing, where is the possibility of your growing up? So you need to do something better than that. Something better is smart, not hardworking. Okay. Next is commitment to commitments. So you need to have commitments, because the business is not going to be local. It is going to be a global. The moment, since I handle a lot of international businesses, the moment you are sticking on to your commitment, all your suppliers, all your buyers will respect you, because if you go to that person, he will give a commitment and 100% he will stick to his commitment. That is very, very important. Okay. Then commercial knowledge. If you don't have a proper commercial knowledge, what will happen is there is a possibility you may lose. It appears to be you are making a profit, but on executing the contract, you may make a huge loss also. You need to increase your networking. Increase your networking means interacting throughout the global. Now, I'm not talking about India, I'm talking about the global village. Entire globe we need to work. That means you need to increase your network across the globe and you have to interact with them. That is it. So if you are expanding yourself in all 360-degree, you can survive. I'm repeating, if you are expanding yourself in all 360-degree, you can survive. Again, success is based on your capabilities alone. Okay. But even for survival itself, you need to be expanding yourself on all 360 degrees. Dr. Ashok, you would like to say something?
Yes, sir. Unlike our conventional method, you are sounded to one thing, that is my technical knowledge is so high that nobody can get so much of marks which nobody can touch. It is not enough, as you said rightly. All the nine qualities you said are just enough only for survival. If at all you want to go further, you need to be thorough in all the nuances of each and everything. Whether you like it or not, whether you learn it or not, you are supposed to know. So that is a great lesson we are learning from this slide.
Yes, Dr. Ashok.
Those who fail to scale the heights with holy books to guide, if to outer things of life they yield, fruitless is all the lore. On rod of Vairagya lean, and away fly the birds of desire, and yet men to ignorance clinging in stupor ever lie.
You need to have a mentor. Mentor will do the job of coach and he will do the job of advisor also. And he will be a role model to help the lead to become a leader. Because in any business, okay, as I told you earlier, if anybody working under you will not be honest to themselves and honest to you, because they will be more or like a slave, because they are depending on you. So they will now have guts to tell what you are doing is right or wrong. Whereas if you have a mentor, who it can be your own uncle, it can be your own relative, it can be your own friend, whatever it may be, but no way connected to your business. He is no way financially or commercially should be connected to your business. Okay, that person can be hand as a mentor. If you are not able to get any of your friend or relative due to your own personal reasons, I would strongly recommend to have a mentor. You can hire them and you can pay them also. That's the reason earlier people used to have lot of ministers. All the kings used to have ministers. Those ministers used to tell, and they will pinpoint the mistakes, whatever the kings are making it, and kings will listen to him. All these wise ministers supported their kingdom properly, and ensure that the king is giving a proper rule and grows in his business. So exactly the same way you need to have a mentor for your business also. Dr. Ashokan, please.
The fools of learning divide, unfit for us even to see. The fools of learning avoid, their words unfit to hear. The fools of learning divide, in fools find their friends. The fools of learning divide, to wisdom come no near.
Many times, we will be thinking that, learning is a gathering knowledge. Learning is a gathering knowledge, right? But whether that will be helpful, absolutely not. It will not help you because it's just like a library. You have a lot of information stored in the library, correct? So library will be useful? No. So wisdom is applying that knowledge in the current situation. Okay. So you need not have many people surrounded by you are idiots. Those people who are having knowledge, but they don't know how to apply that knowledge in the situation. That means you are surrounded by only idiots. Okay. But if a person, he knows when to apply what to get the best result, he is a person wise man. That's the reason we call it as a wisdom. Okay. So many people, okay, instead of learning a lot, became successful in life just because applying the thing what they learned. Some people might have studied more, like you might have seen many of the PhD holders. They might have studied a lot. Okay, they are experts, but they don't know how to apply it. Okay, whereas some people may not have studied a lot, but they know how to apply it properly, so they are become more successful. So it is in business. It is more important is application of that knowledge is more important. Dr. Ashokan, please.
All the world may well attain the bliss I have received, if the name of the Lord chanted by the great ones is repeated. Within the heart will arise a thrilling, unstruck sound, which, when practiced, will lead to realization.
So here also he says about sharing of the knowledge. See, the moment you share the knowledge, your intelligence goes up. Okay, your intelligence goes up because when you are sharing a knowledge, people will ask you questions and you have to answer the questions, or you will forecast the questions. So you study in detail, you expect some questions. All these things will make you to learn more in depth. So the more you share knowledge, you will learn more. By learning more, your intelligence grows up. Okay, that is what he is saying it.
Easy for all to offer in worship a green leaf to the Lord. Easy for all to give a mouthful to the cow. Easy for all to give a handful of food to others before sitting down to eat. Easy for all good, kind words on the others.
Okay, whenever you go to pray God, there is no need to do a lot of abhishek or many things. Like many people will do a lot of vegetables or fruits, all these things. No need to offer all these things to a God. Even if you give a simple leaf, a green leaf, that is sufficient for the God. But the attitude with which you are giving this green leaf to the God should be perfect. Okay. Similarly, what he says that you need to help cows. You can give a handful of grass to the cow. And second, he says that you give a handful of food to the person who needs that food. Okay, there are many people who don't have food. Okay, you give a handful of food to the person who needs food. The moment if you are not able to do all these things, if you talk good things, all of us know it's very difficult to practice what it is said by Tirumular 3000 years before also. Like we are saying now, can we able to talk kind words to all our friends and relatives all the time? Many times, most of the time, we may not. We will try to act, but sometimes it will go out of our control. We don't use the good words. We use the harsh words. It may hurt the people. But let us try to become a more soft person. Let us try to become talking good things to the people. Okay, that is what he is saying it. You must be knowing about this great sage called Valalar, who is again from South India near Kadalur. Okay, this guy, he was a filthy rich person. This was a filthy rich person, and suddenly he changed that I am not going to be more monetary or cost or benefit oriented. I am going to take care of the people who are not having food. I'm going to take care of the animals. I'm going to take care of the plants, which does that. When he say that, no, he says one of these poems is very, very famous in Tamil Nadu. He happened to feel very sad when he happened to see a plant is starving for food. he feels very sad. Even for a plant, the soul is the same in all living creatures, although the body of each is different. Whether it is a cattle, it is going to be, the soul is going to be the same. It can be a small ant this generation, or it can be a big tree, or it can be a human, whatever it may be. The soul remains same only. Okay, so that is what he feels. In fact, in all of us, we have Vallalar. Okay, that is the reason you might have seen many times, many good peoples are supporting animals, plants, and human beings, fellow people. With respect to business, we need to take care of all our employees. We need to take care of all our employees is you need to motivate them and you have to retain them and you reward them. The moment you are ensuring that the safety of the employee is going to give 100% to you, okay, your organization. So employee retention is most important thing. Many people might have done some wrong things, and due to the pressure of corona pandemic, they might have removed some employees. Okay, you have done it unknowingly, it's okay. But hereafter, don't recruit a person. If you are recruiting a person, don't send him out, because that is the reason you are giving confidence that I am going to support you, I am going to take care of you. The moment you are giving this confidence, the contribution from that employee will be enormous. That is the reason we say like this. Dr. Ashokan, please.
Agamic truths in Tamil, if in a farmer birth one does not need to penance, who can say what the next birth will be? The Lord, however, gave me a good birth, so that I may sing his glory in sweet Tamil.
So many times when we do, when you are into business, we try all our level best, and if you are not getting success, they will say that okay, it's time, we'll quit. Okay, but what is recommended is don't quit. That's the reason I marked it. Don't quit. You convert it into, if you look at in other way, it is do it. Okay, so good things take time. It will not happen overnight, but you have to have a persistence and patience for getting the results what you want. If you are not getting the results of your desired results, your path may be wrong. You have to change your path, but you cannot change your goal. Assuming that you want to go from Bombay to Pune, okay, you are taking a road and that road is having some problem. And so you will not come back home, no. You will travel, you find a way to reach Pune, no. Exactly the same way you have to reach your goal. Okay, you should not quit it. Okay, that is what he is specifying here, because many of the entrepreneurs, people say that no, we are facing a lot of problems, that it is very difficult to sustain the market. That's the reason we could and will go back to employment. No, employment going back to, see, if you decided to come out of employment, before that you think whether you are going to come out of employment, you are going to be in the employment. If you decide to come out of employment, means what? You are not satisfied with any of the employer. Okay, so you are not, because the moment you start doing the job what you love, you never need to work. You never need to work. The moment you start loving the job what you do, you never need to work. Okay, exactly the same. So that gives you satisfaction, which is not possible even if you are get paid 5 lakhs per month. Okay, so don't quit. You, it may take some time to achieve your success, but change your path, change your path, change your methods, change your techniques. All these things you try, you keep on learning it. You keep on learn from the experiences, the mistakes, all these things. Yes, Dr. Ashokan.
Yeah, so in order to sum it up, uh, Dr. PSK has put that things what we have learned so far in a very crisp sentence. So understand in detail anything you study, you read or understand. So by doing this, our knowledge increases. By increasing our knowledge, then our wisdom will expand. The second one is the success. The latest, the updated terminology of success is not one part, either vision or mission or doing things right. You need to have all the vision, a mission, a good passion, and should be done with a great performance. Definitely will lead to great success. And being effective and being efficient. Dr. PSK has clearly distinguished the difference. Once you are effective and efficient, you need to measure and monitor, obviously you will get monetized. So the lifetime learning attitude will definitely yield results, because every day the things are changing, and we do not know what is going to happen tomorrow. But if you are ready to learn the new things that has come up and that are going to come up, then I always will be able to get what we need. And 360 degree transformation is the need of the hour, that only will increase our capabilities.
You also need to have a mentor or a guide for your business or your personal life. Both I would recommend, because as I told you earlier, the mentor is a person who will tell your mistakes boldly to you. Okay, so education is not knowing things, and it is applying things properly. So don't have education which is not applicable. Okay, that is no use. So knowledge sharing, the more you share your knowledge, your wisdom multiplies. Your wisdom multiplies. Okay. So similarly, the sage, a gracious person, like Valalar, you saw it, no? The person who has same amount of love and affection towards a human being, towards a living creature, towards a plant. Like that we should be. Okay. And finally, never ever give up, because your persistence and perseverance will get you results. It may take time. That's the reason I keep on saying it. The more, if you are not getting your results, change your path, change your methods, change your techniques, change your strategies, but don't change your destination. So remember, Bombay to Pune, you cannot change Bombay, you cannot change Pune. You have to start from Bombay, you need to reach Pune. Okay, but the road what you are taking can be changed. Okay, but you have to achieve it, and you will achieve it, because the thought itself come to the person who has the ability to do it. Okay, so you are a businessman and you want to be successful. That is the reason you are into business. Okay, so thank you so much for joining with us, and thanks for your participation. And sincerely, we request you to share this YouTube link to all the people whom your friends and relatives, so that everyone can get benefited. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.